It said everything happens for a reason, but maybe everything happens for a Reese's. Take noise-canceling headphones. Do they block hearing to heighten taste? That sound seems to show everything happens for a Reese's.
This podcast is brought to you by Colgate Total. We take oral health as seriously as you take sports. That's why Colgate Total Active Prevention uses advanced technology to help prevent oral health problems like cavities and gingivitis before they start. It's clinically proven to provide 24-hour antibacterial protection with twice daily brushing after 4 weeks of use. So get a winning routine and prevent oral health problems before they start. Shop Colgate Total Active Prevention at a retailer near you.
How did Space Jam come into play for you?
About 9 people said, Michael really wants you to be in Space Jam, which is like, I get a kick out of saying this all the time. I like to pimp Michael all the time, whatever I can, but Michael really wants you to be in Space Jam. And all you have to do is nod. That's all you got to do is nod. Because it just means, I bet you Mike can find my phone number.
Yeah, right.
Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A Wondery show produced by Wave Sports Entertainment and brought to you by DraftKings. That's right, the crown is yours.
We've got an incredible best of episode for you guys today. We're going to put together some of our favorite moments from our conversations with some of the biggest stars we've had on the podcast. You'll hear from Ben Affleck, Jason Sudeikis, Brad Pitt, Niecy, Nash, Betts, Will Ferrell, Bill Murray, Scott Van Pelt, and more.
Remember, we'll be back with new episodes of New Heights just in time for the NFL season on August 27th. You won't want to miss it.
Our guest is the one and only Sandman, Adam Sandler. That's right, baby.
Boys, I'm so happy to see both you guys.
Before we get off Happy Gilmore, though, I'm actually curious. I'm not familiar with how the original thought process of the movie came about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm pretty curious. Was it just you messing around on a golf course and it kind of connecting the dots, or what?
It was my dad. Like I said, he liked golf. We used to go to the driving range a lot, and I had a great friend, Kyle McDonough, who ended up playing pro hockey. A great hockey player in New Hampshire. It's a big hockey town.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. So Kyle came out with me and my dad, and he didn't play much golf, but he was banging them. We were young, maybe 9th grade or something like that. And he was banging them. My father kept saying, "Man, you hockey players, there's something about your wrist or the way you turn or something like that." And I just was like, I think I was in college or finishing up college or just maybe 23. And I thought, man, that'd be pretty funny to see a guy with a hockey mentality have such a big hit that he gets on the tour. And I remember calling my dad and telling my dad about it and going, "What do you think?" And he was like, "It could be pretty good. We'll see." We'll see. But me and my buddy Herlihy, who I write all the movies with, we would write that and we'd call my dad and say, "Does this make sense in golf? When you putt, what do you think?" And it's all in the hips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was my dad. I would say,
"Oh my god,
what is it?" He said, "It's all in the hips,
that
baby. It's all in the hips," and that's why we wrote that shit.
Chubbs.
Absolutely legendary, man. As football players, we got to lead with this. How many football guys come up to you and talk about the water boy, man?
I hear Boucher a lot. I'm very proud that I got to be Bobby Boucher. I have I've met a lot of great NFL fellas who have talked to me about Bobby and Bobby's mama and foosball, just foosball, making
baby.
sure mama don't find out I'm playing foosball, that kind of shit. We have. Yes.
Did you play growing up?
I played Pop Warner till 12. I played till 12.
Okay.
I was a quarterback. I was a quarterback in Pop Warner. I was playing baseball, and then I was a pitcher, and I was 11. And Ken Stillman, the coach of the team, came over and talked to my parents and said, maybe Adam could be a quarterback. And my mother was like, "Oh, Adam doesn't play football." And my father was like, "Let him play." Because my father played football, actually.
Okay.
He was a linebacker. So then I got in there. I got on the team, played 2 years at Pop Warner, and it was amazing.
So cool, man.
You told us about how Happy Gilmore got. How did you create a Creole Southern.
So good.
Like, where did the inspiration?
I'm not sure if you heard us. We were literally like, I don't know how he didn't win more awards for this.
Yeah,
this was ridiculously good.
This is before I had seen Life is Beautiful, and Roberto Benigni did a great job with that.
He did very good, yes. He did. He stepped it up for that shit. But yeah, no, I wasn't getting Oscars. I never thought of that stuff when I was doing Boucher, but I couldn't believe it. It was like we had this idea, a water boy gets picked on a lot. A coach thinks he could be, sees him throw a nasty hit and then says, maybe you should be on the team. That was kind of the idea. And we were like, let's make him from the South. Let's make him Cajun. And then we just went from there, man. I don't know how it happened. We just filled out a script like that.
So good. So good. It probably felt right as it came together too. You're just like, man, this is coming together so smooth because it's so from start to finish. That thing is perfect. Man.
Oh, dude! I mean, we were so excited writing that. Thanks for all these compliments, guys. Honestly, I love you. I appreciate it. But so I remember with the Water Boy, we wanted that he had a very protective mama, and that there was this movie Carrie. It was a terrifying movie, and it was an overprotective mom who didn't want her daughter to be around anything too heavy, and anyways, so we kind of wrote a mom like that's overprotective to Bobby, and so he had to sneak around and play his foosball and shit.
It's so good, man.
That's
yes,
right.
Sir.
92%ers, please welcome Mr. Ben Affleck. What's up?
Best fucking introduction I've ever had in my life.
We heard that you once got to run routes with Tom Brady. All right. What was it like?
What was that like?
How many completions did we get? What were you running? What kind of routes were you running?
I won't lie to you. I don't know if they have a name. But I'm sure I disgraced every receiver that's ever run a route. But to this day, aside from the birth of my children, that was the greatest ever.
Dude,
I was like, dude, are you? He was like, I need someone to play catch with. Happened to be on vacation at the same place with him. And he was like, you want to come down? And I was like,
oh, this was legit. This was as legit as it gets.
That's amazing.
You were helping
real.
Tom get ready for the season.
I was like, I don't know how much I was helping him. I think he was like, I'm going to fucking blow this dude's mama. He was like,
worked.
And we literally got down there. And first he's like, he's like, okay, go out here, turn around, spin around. And I'm like, all right, run as fast as I can, turn around. I feel so look at him, he's been waiting 45 minutes. Fucking guns the ball at me. I'm like, I caught it because I was afraid of breaking my nose more than anything else. And then after a few of those, he's like, all right, we'll put some hair on it. I was like, no. It's already playing fast.
Yeah. That was what I was about to ask you. That's what I was about to ask you. Did he actually spin it? Like he ripped you a couple?
He can hum him now.
What I found was that, like, in a way, you catch it out of self-defense. I didn't even think I was, and I found myself with the football just out of like,
yes,
fight or flight reflexes. But the greatest moment of that experience was he was like, after we had played, he had me running around. He's throwing me the ball, and it was amazing, right? It was like I felt like a 10-year-old kid. He's like, okay, come here. And I get to him, and he's like, it's the Super Bowl, fourth quarter. We got 23 seconds. It's 4th and 18. I
love this.
Tom knows what he's doing, man.
I was like, He's like, just run.
Dude, this is why he's the best. This is why he's the best. This is his mindset, dude.
He was amazing, dude. He goes, and just run straight. Don't turn around. And I was like, he's like, I'm going to get you the ball in the end zone. I was like, don't turn around. He was like, don't look back. So I'm like, okay. And I believed it. Like, he told me, I was like, I'm in the Super Bowl now. Nobody around the big. So he's like, look, calls it out. It was, and I start running. I don't look back. I'm sure to him it seemed like this. He's like, I've never seen somebody run in slow motion before. But like to me, I was going as fast as you can go. Yeah. And I could keep it. I'm like wondering, when's this ball going to show up? And I look, I just feel it like right out in front of me. And it was a little far for me. I think he was like, he probably adjusted back. It was still not backing up, And I reach out, and I have to go, all I have to extend, I fucking catch it. I turn around like I won the fucking Super Bowl. I he's running at me like this. It was incredible. I called everybody I knew. Like, for 2 days, I was on the. So Tom Brady called me, and I went down and got to. I think they thought I was lying to him, so they got. But it was like the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me, and I lived a full life of dreams, right? In that whatever it was hour of playing catch.
You had a real life Sandlot. You had a real life Sandlot moment. You were Smalls,
dude. 100%.
Kenny the Jet. Kenny the Jet was just put that glove up there, boy. That's so good.
All right, I'm gonna get it to you in the end zone. I mean, and it's like when it felt like this is exactly what he looks like when it really is the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, and he's one of those guys. Going back to that thing, I've often wondered because he seems so relaxed, like oddly relaxed. I've often wondered if that's part of it, like just not, when everyone else has that anxiety because it's, whatever, 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. If you can have that like calm and that awareness, I think it's a huge, huge advantage. There's a story, I don't know if it's true, about Joe Montana that the Super Bowl, he threw the catch to Dwight Clark. And the play before that, he got into the huddle and he was looking into the stands and the team came back and they were like, what? And he goes, hey, look over there. Is that John Candy? And they all
Candy.
And he's like, and they just like turn back around. But he was like looking over and be like, oh shit, that's John Candy. All right, fuck it, let's go. Like, you know what I mean? Like he was just casual. And I feel like that always made sense.
If you've ever met Joe Montana, that's a smooth son of a buck right there. He's a cool cat, man. He's a laid back dude.
I believe it.
Making his New Heights debut, please welcome, it's the one and only Lil Dicky, baby!
Yes, sir!
What is your welcome to the industry moment?
Another story I've never told that just came into my head that's perfect for this moment.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Celebrity basketball game.
Ooh. Where?
I don't know where.
We need to know more.
Somewhere in LA, and much earlier in my career than I deserved to be. Like when I looked at the lineup, it was like Floyd Mayweather, Snoop Dogg, Chris Brown, like John Wall. It was like stacked, and I had no mainstream. I had like a couple of viral. I don't know how I got in the game to the point where I actually put a lot of stock and import in this game that I got there an hour early to warm up because I literally thought like a way that I could like get ahead in this like industry faster will be like scoring 30 points in this game and really it's like I literally went there because I was like, this is a big opportunity.
This is my chance
to like advance my career.
This is my chance.
And I am
if I can somehow dunk on Snoop Dogg.
And I've seen so many celeb games where I'm like, these guys suck, And I was excited to go there and really, and a few things happen. One, I'm there warming up by myself, and Chris Brown walks in.
He can
First
hoop.
time I ever saw Chris Brown. And so I'm like blown away by like just seeing him. He walks right up to me and he goes, "You're a dope rapper." And I was like, and it was so early in I would never expect him to know who I am. And like to have like an icon in the music industry who has like countless like it's just like him saying that to me meant everything.
Yeah.
That was the impetus of Freaky Friday, us meeting there. That's step one. That's
So
like the least
gangster.
important part of the story. Then,
Okay, all right.
Then we play in, the game starts. I'm not in the starting lineup, nowhere close. It's like, it's the people I named. My coach is John Wall. The way he,
good coach.
Well, not actually, because the way John Wall went about operating his team was he did 5 in, 5 out. So he had starting 5, then he just
So complete subs.
yeah. So
okay.
I'm in the next 5. He tells me grab Chris, Chris Brown.
Oh no.
So I
Wow.
go up to. By the way, every time Chris Brown touches the ball in this game,
He scores.
No, it's just like. It's just like scream. It's like it's bizarre. Like
People
Everyone
go
going
crazy.
nuts.
Like every time he touches the ball, it's like when people boo in Philly when they come back when Harden gets the ball. It was like the opposite of that for Chris Brown. So I'm told to get Chris Brown. So I walk up to Chris and I go like, "Yo, I'm in for you," and he goes, "I'm not coming out."
Oh, that's awkward.
and then there's 11 guys on the court. Everyone is like matched. Like I'm clearly the odd man. I look to John Wall.
Can you help?
For direction.
Coach, and he goes, John Wall goes like, and he brings me back over. First thing I say is like, John, like get a grip and like have some like authority on your team. It's just like humiliating to like send me out there and then pull me back in. It's like so emasculating.
This is so good.
And then they're playing, and then I get in like the next 5 or whatever. I get in the game. I get the ball. I drive aggressively. I go up. I get to the rim. I get fouled so hard by Deontay Wilder, the at the time heavyweight champion of the world. Dude, like everyone went like,
Alabama,
like
baby.
everyone, like the whole gym went like because they thought like I like really got hurt. I didn't hurt that. I think I don't know. It didn't really hurt that much. I took it
in the moment.
Yeah.
Oh my
I get up. I miss 2 free throws. And then I play one more meaningless minute, and then I just didn't even. I like moved to the end of the bench and just chose not to even make myself available for the rest of the game. But that was a real there was like several different moments in there that felt like like welcome to the industry. That was like the first time I think I ever like was on like Getty Images. You know what I mean? Where there was like get like watermarked images of like me talking to Snoop. Like
So good, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Please welcome Bill Murray.
Thank you.
Baby.
Who's your favorite, actor or person you've worked with in the film industry? You did Space Jam with Michael Jordan.
Well, he was probably the best shooting guard that I worked with.
Larry, the best small forward.
And actually, Larry was the best. He was in that movie too. He was the best small forward.
So good.
That was fun. That was a very fun movie. We played golf in between scenes. It was a lot of fun.
I don't want to get too much into Space Jam, but it is one of the childhood favorites of ours, and so many others. Man, how did Space Jam come into play for you? Were you just like, because you were so in the sports world as well, like your fandom and your ability to kind of dive into all these sports, did that play into getting the role? Or
So I knew Ivan Reitman, who I'd made a couple of movies with already, Ghostbusters and Stripes and Meatballs. He was a producer on it. It was a Warner Brothers movie, I think. And they had to build a basketball court for Michael on the lot.
Yeah.
And they built like a serious basketball court with a weight room.
Yeah, we've heard.
And it was like the game.
Oh,
like
my
if you were
gosh.
an American basketball player, you had to suck your way into that game every night. And Michael would
that's
play
so
after
cool.
work when they were on location or on the set, in the studio. And it was like a real serious wood floor gym and the whole deal. And that was a real, like no matter what team you played for, you had to get into that game because that was who was who and who wasn't.
that's so cool.
But I
man.
don't know, I just like to say that about 9 people said, Michael really wants you to be in Space Jam, which is like, I get a kick out of saying this all the time. I like to pimp Michael all the time, whatever I can, but Michael really wants you to be in Space Jam. And all you have to do is nod. That's all you got to do is nod. Because it just means, I bet you Mike can find my phone number.
Yeah, right.
I bet you if he sets his mind to it, he could find my phone number.
Yeah.
Or he could find out where I live, or even, walk up on the street.
Nice. Not a hard
So,
man to
but
find.
basically, I know there are people like that in the world, and you'll meet them that they feel like they never want to be indebted to anybody for anything. They don't want to owe anybody anything, so they'll have their people sort of ask something. Have you ever noticed this? You ever
Yes,
seen this?
of course, yeah.
So they'll have someone else ask for you.
Yeah.
So I knew exactly, day one, I knew exactly what was coming here. I heard it from everybody. I probably heard it from like 13 different people. And the more people, the more I enjoyed it because I knew it was like, that son of a bitch is just twisting, knowing he's got to ask me himself. But it was good. He did, God bless him. And
Did
it
he
turned
catch you on
out,
the golf course? Where did he find you?
I don't really
in
remember.
Chi-town, or?
I don't really remember, but it was good. I was glad I was there, and I contributed to that movie.
You had to have gotten in at least one of the games.
Oh no, I had no. I mean, I don't think I may have just only shot a basket before the game. That game was like, I mean, they were emptying prisons to get into that game. There were people that would never be allowed to play in the NBA that were playing in that game. There were just some amazing athletes in that game, and like the best high school players that try to show up there, and Michael just kicked their ass.
I love it.
People would come in there
so
thinking they had
fucking cool.
game, and Michael just murdered them. He was a killer.
So we recently reviewed Roadhouse, the original Patrick Swayze film.
Yes.
There is a legend out there that you used to call the husband of Kelly Lynch, who plays Dr. Clay, anytime a particular scene came on with Patrick Swayze on the television, Is this rumor true?
One of the hardest things I ever had to do was to call a friend. Knowing, and at a late hour, I mean, very, very late. And not without some back and forth. Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? And as a friend,
You had to do it.
I did not identify myself, but I just said, "Hey, as a friend, I think you should probably turn on TBS right now."
Pass out. Oh, God.
Because that son of a bitch, Pat Swayze, is slamming it to your wife up against the
Oh, my gosh.
Swayze, may he rest in peace, did a lot of wonderful things. A beloved guy, but that was wrong what he did.
Dude, this is why you're the legend.
God, that's so good.
No, it's wrong.
Thank you for this gold, man.
This is wrong. It's wrong.
It's the goddamn Terminator! That's right, we got Arnold Schwarzenegger! Woo!
Wow.
Fire up, baby!
Wow,
Is that
was
acceptable?
fantastic.
Let's go, baby.
Unbelievable.
As long as Arnie approves.
I can't believe where's the baby oil?
I need some.
You're supposed to be oiled up when you introduced me.
That's right.
Exactly. That was great. That was really fantastic. I love the grandkids. I mean, she brings them over on the weekends on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then, I have, of course, the animals.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
the
easy
donkey.
for me to
Donkey.
be a granddaddy, right? So I say, kids, you want to help me feed the animals? I said, let's go and feed Schnelly, which is my pig. And the pig is now, I got it at the pig when it was like 16 pounds. Now it's like 100 pounds or whatever. I mean, I don't know what happened, but I think someone fed it.
bodybuilding.
Someone fed it too much. It's bodybuilding. It's the
Getting fed every
powerlifting.
Saturday.
It's the powerlifting. So now they're feeding Schnelly and they teach him how to put it in his mouth and all of those kind of things. Then they go over to the stall with me and they bring out the miniature donkey, Lulu, and Whiskey, the miniature pony, and then they feed them and they bring apples over and feed them and all this
Arnold,
stuff.
how did you get into owning a miniature pony?
Well, it's Heather gave it to me. The miniature
nice.
pony.
Here we go, Heather.
Yeah.
Nice, Heather.
No, not the pony is actually Catherine's, but the donkey Heather gave me.
Okay.
And so what happened was Catherine had this pony, and then all of a sudden when she started getting interested in boys, all of a sudden the animals were out.
Yeah.
She didn't pay any attention. So I saw this pony down at the stall below where I live, in some public stall, and with other horses and miniature horses and stuff like that. And so I said, well, I'm going to bring it up to my house because it's stupid to have this miniature pony down there and doesn't get any attention.
Oh,
I want to
nice.
just have it walk around in the house, come into the house and stuff like that. So,
Of course.
So anyway, so that's what I did. I had this pony, and that's just it walked around the house, and I fed it, and it was always fun. And then Heather said, she needs a companion. So then Heather got me the miniature donkey. And so now I have Lulu and Whiskey. So the Whiskey is the pony, and the donkey is Lulu. And so they hang. But the question really, so when you should see that. When they all come in the morning, I mean, it's like the donkey is in there, the pony is in there, the pig is in there begging for food, the 3 dogs are in there, everyone is sitting there on the floor and is waiting for the cookies because we're making these oatmeal cookies that have no sugar in it. It's just like honey and some oatmeal is in there, and a few things like that. So
like I'd be waiting on
very,
those things
very
too.
healthy.
Yeah.
And so we feed the animals, and they just sit there, and they do anything you ask them to do.
Yeah.
If they get a cookie. Or with food, as you know, with animals, with food, you can really kind of
number one right there.
Yeah, make them do anything. So anyway, when Catherine comes over with her kids, and they play with the animals like for hours, they just love it. They just love it. And can they pick up Cherry, which is the little dog that I have, and so then Lila picks up Cherry. And then Eloise picks up Cherry. And then I want to hold Cherry. Oh, can I sit on the donkey? Yeah, of course you can sit on Lulu. Then I put on Lulu. And this is how it goes. So they're having a great time.
That sounds like a
Love
good time
hearing
to
you
me.
talk about it, man. You could tell it's fun. All right, last question. If you were to reboot one of your movies and cast each of us in a role, what movie and who do you think we'd play?
Oh, I would definitely do Conan the Barbarian. Imagine how real this is. I mean, you don't have to change anything. All you have to do is go on
grow my hair out.
No, you can put a wig on it. I mean,
Wait, Arnold, that was a wig?
But there was a partial wig.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, partial wig.
Hollywood,
I mean, the thing is that they had also had short hair in those days. You don't have to do the long hair thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would be fantastic. All you have to do is just learn how to horseback ride, and maybe you guys know how to horseback ride.
I've been bucked off every horse I've ever been on.
Because that is the key thing, is to really get good in horseback riding.
Okay.
Because when you do the sword fighting on a horse, you cannot pay much attention to the horse.
Yeah.
The horse goes around the circle and does its thing, but you have to pay attention to the sword, not to get whacked.
Right.
So I mean, that's the thing. So I think if you take sword fighting lessons, I took 3 years sword fighting lessons and 3 years horseback riding lessons, and with all kinds of weaponry and the martial arts and all this stuff. And it really was helpful to be that prepared when I did the movie. But that's the key thing.
So cool,
so if you do that, I mean, imagine you guys.
That's
with
it.
the armor,
Just 3
and
years
with the big hammer, and then the big battles and all that stuff. Oh, and riding there into the village, just wiping out everyone, crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women. I mean,
He's the two-time winner of People's Sexiest Man. He's robbed probably about 50 times. Brad Pitt! That's right, baby! Woo!
I love the Eagles-Chiefs rivalry. You know I'm a Chiefs. I'm a
That's
Missouri
right.
boy. I'm an Ozarkian.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, we got you this year, dog. We got you this year, man.
Yeah,
I got you, man.
We don't
I
listen.
let you down. I let you down in New
No,
Orleans,
we're
man.
trying to see it. Like, that's what I mean about life. You know, life throws these struggles your way. Sometimes everything's falling into place and everything goes quiet and it's perfection. It's sublime. And other days or other periods, life throws these struggles at you, and it's how you deal with those and come back from those. I think that are what makes sports movies so special. But I do have a confession. You know, I'm friends with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, BC, baby.
He's your prime Eagles fan.
That's right.
And I'm not saying that I have the power to affect a game in any way. I don't adhere to that kind of hubris. But I did say last year, after the Eagles went out, Chiefs were on their way to another victory.
Yep.
And he was getting an award for the Maestro, still probably one of the best movies of this decade. And I was giving him this award. And he's been nominated like 18 times for Oscars. And I closed with, now, did you guys hear this one?
No. No,
dude. I'm tucked in right now.
At the Santa Barbara Film Awards, I closed with, listen, he's been nominated the 19th, 100th time. You know, if he doesn't get it, it's okay. He's used to it. He's a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
That laid the groundwork right there.
I think he was happy this year.
No doubt.
Oh, you already know.
We didn't talk for 2 months.
Did he hit you up about it? Did he after the Super Bowl? Did he shoot you a text? No.
He gracefully let me hurt tonight.
It's a pro move. You just let it sit there and burn. Yeah, that's too funny, man. You're known for constantly eating on the screen. Best food you've ever ate on camera.
Damn, I don't know how I get this. Like people eat in life.
Yeah, right.
Like I think it was in Oceans, and I figure he's always waiting around. He's like the consigliere of the group, and he's always doing this, and he's got to eat on the run. That's that's where this came from. There was like thought behind it.
That's too funny.
And now anytime I eat in a film, like, I guess I'm a bit of a grazer, but yes, okay. So that's my everything I've done. That's what I'm known for. The best thing, I had an ice cream sundae. I remember an ice cream sundae, big parfait thing on.
Ooh.
I'll tell you a story. Haven't thought about this for years. One of my first movies. I'm doing this little independent film. We're shooting this little tiny cafe. It's full of the crew, so there's about 60 people in there. It's hot. You can't breathe. Mm-hmm. And my character hadn't eaten for days, and he gets his big plate of beans. First plate of beans and bacon. And I was all like, method. You know, I was like, I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna, and I just powered down this plate of beans. Take 2, do the same thing. Take 3, I do the same thing. Take 4, I do the same thing.
Oh no.
Something hit me.
Oh, I know exactly what hit you. We all know what hit you.
And there was nothing I could do. I was stuck in this chair, and nature took its course. Yeah. And then there was nothing. I went, oh, great. I got away with that one. And then suddenly the entire crew, the most diabolical something descended on the crew in the whole room, and they fleed the cafe. So,
hey,
the confession you've heard first, right here.
Hey, that's great.
And ever since then, I paced myself.
Beans will do it to you, baby.
That's right. You should be proud. Hey, you clear a room. That's a.
That is from an offensive lineman. You already know that's a badge of honor.
Dude, we had oh my gosh, Green, all-time sack leader, one of the up there with the Steelers for a long time, and then he was coaching the Packers. Kevin Green, and he came in. He was coaching the D line. He came into the O line room to try and give us tips on how to block D linemen. He came in there. Guys are farting nonstop. Oh, no. And he was like, "You guys are the O linemen suck. I'm out of here." He just left the room. He gave us like 2 pointers. We ask athletes this question all the time, but what was your welcome to Hollywood moment?
Welcome to Hollywood moment. Okay, I'll tell you my welcome to Hollywood moment. I got my first little thing. It was on a little soap opera, and my picture was in USA Today.
Okay.
And this was a big deal. Sent it to my mom and dad. Look, Ma, I made it. And it was with a friend. There was a girl he was really attracted to, a couple of girls, and we went over to their apartment. And we went through the kitchen, the back door, and I looked down the litter box, and there was that picture with a big cat turd on it.
Oh!
Big pit stain, cat turd. That sums it up.
That's right there. Welcome to Hollywood.
And I've never forgotten that.
The executive producer and director of Apple TV's hit show Severance. Please welcome to New Heights, Mr. Ben Stiller.
Let's go.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about your first bit of cinematic excellence, which maybe it's not, but it's definitely the one that sticks with us the most. And we quote nonstop, which is Heavyweights.
Yeah.
And did you know, first of all, before I said the movie, did you know I was going to say Heavyweights?
I think I saw you had like a Perkins Power shirt.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Brett V for that one.
And I'd heard some, rumblings that you guys were into it, which was pretty cool.
Oh, into it. It was my life. It was, listen, I was a heavyweight growing up. Jason, he didn't get fat until he went to offensive
We switched places.
We switched places growing up. So Jason is more newly founded into it. But
so seriously, you were dealing with weight issues as a kid.
He was chubby.
I think I was just, I was dealing with my love for honey buns. I think that's what I was kind of dealing with more. But no, I saw Heavyweights and was like, oh man, Camp Hope is like, if there's a camp out there like that, I want to go to it. Just kids that can be fat together and hide candy in their beds. And the kids that never like really lived up to the excellence of their brother and just the expectations that their parents set for themselves.
Yeah. I mean,
are you kid The Blob? Was it go-kart? Like that was everything a kid wanted to do it.
It was sort of, like a dream camp, but then, this guy comes in who never really dealt with children before.
That's one of the funniest intros.
It was really fun to do. We had a great time. I mean, I remember the summer shooting the movie very well. We shot it down in near Asheville, North Carolina.
Nice.
I'm still buddies with the guy who was my trainer when I was doing the movie.
So good.
Mickey Marino. Shout out to Mickey,
Mickey.
who's down in East Hendersonville. Yeah, it was just, but like, yeah, today, first of all, the fact that that was a Disney movie.
It
is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That was.
I chuckle at every time I see Disney across the top.
Yeah.
It's an edgy Disney movie for sure.
It's not Little Mermaid. You know, it's and I don't even think they were aware of it at the time. It was a different time, right? It was pre social media. It was, I think there was less of a sort of a moment to moment awareness of, you know, if you're doing something right or wrong and all that. So it was, you know, and Judd Apatow was producing it. Judd and I were friends and had been working together on a show we had done, and had gotten canceled. And I had gone and directed a movie, my first movie. And he said, hey, we're going to go down. Steve Brill's the director, really funny guy. We're going to go down to Asheville and do this fun, you know, this camp comedy. You could play this like mean guy who, you know, is mean to these kids who are overweight. and it seemed fun and funny.
I'm in. Yeah, it's right there.
And it was like, and it happens to be Disney, whatever. And I think they went off and they made the movie, and Disney looked at it and was like, this isn't quite, you know, this isn't down the middle for the Disney brand. And they kind of put it out there or whatever. And then that was it. You must have seen it on video, right?
Oh, 100%.
A few years after it came out or something, right? Because it's 30 years old.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
But then it's had
I saw
this
it later
life.
in the 90s for sure.
But yeah, it never would have gotten made today. And
why do you say that?
I think just because the characters being so mean to these kids who are dealing with weight issues that I don't think. But I don't think that's getting off the drawing board.
I understand, but I feel like the movie also inspired more people that were overweight. Like, it really ends up being something that most of the people that I knew that were overweight, or it was like a healthy relationship with that at the end of the day. I do agree that Tony was not the nicest to the kids.
No, I think Tony is dealing with his own weight issues.
Oh, for sure.
Which is very clear. And his own feelings towards his parents, and also that he's a kid who never interacted with other kids. And, you know, he wants to be famous. And, you know, I feel for Tony. I feel like he's the most sympathetic character in the movie.
I was like, where did Tony come? Like, where did you find him? Is there any inspiration?
There was a little bit of Tony Robbins in there.
Okay.
Tony Robbins, the motivational guy, just in terms of the voice and how he talks. And his kind of weird sort of like Tony Robbins had this thing where he could sort of like, he could kind of like hypnotize you with his eyes.
Yes.
And I don't know, man. And then we just sort of like played around, and it's funny, like, cause I look back at clips, I saw a clip like behind the scenes on it, and I was like, God, we were so young back then too. Just like kind of just doing it, you know what I mean? And just kind of going for it. And you don't really think about it that much. And the kids were so much fun. And it was, you know, kind of like every day we were just, and my folks were in it playing my parents.
That's so
and
cool, man.
we had the best
Don't
time.
ever let somebody sign your checks.
Oh yeah, don't let it.
Best advice I ever got. So I guess how much of that movie of Tony was being scripted, and how much of that is you off the cuff?
Just ripping it.
Yeah. I don't remember. I think like we were improvising all the time. It's sort of, I feel like there were some improv moments there. I think like that little moment where Tony goes and talks to himself when he's weighing the kids.
Somebody brought this up. It's my favorite scene in the movie.
He's asking this question.
How you doing, little Tony? Bad.
Yeah.
Why you? Well, everything's falling down around me. There's nothing I can do about. I'm sorry, I don't want to do your bit for you, but
please.
Everything's falling down around me. There's nothing I can do about it. Well, whose fault is it?
It's their fault. Right?
It's not my fault. It's their fault. That's right. It's their fault. It's their fault. You have failed.
Yeah. The thing that's kind of funny to me about that scene is it was improvised. But you know, if you've ever been in therapy or gone to therapy, that's a lot of people talk about talking to your inner child.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and finding your inner child and connecting with your inner child. And over the years, I've been in a therapy session where the therapist says, like, you should go, like, let's talk to your inner child. Mm-hmm. And I literally feel like I'm just doing a scene from Heavyweights with you in therapy. So I always feel like it's just, this is kind of silly because I've literally done this in a movie where it actually made sense that Tony was able to talk himself into understanding that he is not the problem, they are the problem. And he helped himself. So in a way, it's a very healthy connection that he's having with himself.
100%.
Well, with
100%.
himself, maybe not with the kids, but with himself.
Well, no, and I think the kids also let's face it, the kids were cheating. They should have been following the rules. Right?
It's an interesting way to reevaluate this movie. They were the problem. They were the ones hiding candy and not hustling.
If you go to a camp where you want to lose weight, you got to play by the rules, right? It's like if you guys show up at training camp, right? If you're not going to put the work in, right? Nobody's going to be able to force you to do it, right? You got to have the mindset.
Yeah, I definitely go to Chick-fil-A during camp, though. I'm not going to lie.
92% of strength to take himself. Will Ferrell is here. Oh my God.
So epic.
Best intro ever. Best intro ever.
I've been just so curious about this. When did you become a DJ? The video of you DJing at the frat party might be one of my favorite. You've now inspired me to want to become a DJ and do exactly what you made. That shit look so fucking fun.
I don't know if you want a real peek behind the curtain or not, but I don't know how to DJ. I was just all set up by my son, and he was like, "Dad, can you come? It's parents' weekend. Can you come by the fraternity house? And I'll just set it up, and you just have to twist knobs and pretend like to push buttons."
Yeah.
So I just acted the part, but I do not know. Look at that's insane. That's insane. I still forget that people have cameras attached to their phones. I don't know if you guys ever feel that way, but I'm like, I still sometimes. I'm like,
that's so good. The fact that you could just turn that switch off, though, man, not care about it. That's the best. That's the best part. I sent that to everybody that I knew.
I showed up for 15 minutes, and then I went to the football game. I didn't think twice about it, and then Monday it like blows up, and I'm thinking, what? Wait, what? Oh, right. All these kids were filming it. Anyway,
so good.
It's fun to just kind of. I just love kind of doing those kind of out of the box things just to mingle with people and
well, we love when you do it too, big dog.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
So something we do on the show is answer voicemails from our fans, and we've asked them to call in asking for relationship advice, because who doesn't want to hear relationship advice from a couple of knuckleheads? Would you like to help us on these? Will,
sure.
You want to jump in? Let's do it, man. Here's the thing. You could answer some of these questions as one of your characters, maybe.
Okay.
Sure.
Nice. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. Brandon.
Uh-oh, Brandon.
Hey, Travis. Hey, Jason. Big Chiefs fan. Three-peat coming. Just wanted to know your advice for a first date, when you should know those red flags and when to look for the green flags. Go Chiefs.
Red flags, green flags.
When to look for the red flags, when to look for the green flags?
Let's see. Ricky Bobby would say, "Look, I don't know anything about red flag or green flag. You just gotta get yourself into a position to look for the checkered flag." Because, I mean, there's only one thing you need to worry about. Because, I mean, if you ain't first, you're last. And,
baby.
I would just tell that young lady to look for the checkered flag.
You gotta find your way to the finish line, guys.
I don't know if that's good advice or bad. It sounds like bad advice.
Dude, I think it's kind of metaphorically, it makes sense. You got to find your way to the finish line. You know? I loved it, man. That shit was fucking gold.
That was so good. So good.
That could have gone any better. All right, here we go. Next one. What we got?
All right, Jason and Travis. So what do I do whenever I bought this girl tickets to a concert for Christmas and she dumped me the week before, and now her best friend wants to go with me? Do I take her or no?
Do you take the best friend after the tickets you bought for your girlfriend? She dumped you.
Wait, I want to make sure I understand. Do you take the best friend of the girl?
Yes.
After?
Yes.
So the girlfriend dumped him, and now the best friend wants to go with.
Well, Ron Burgundy would say, "Of course you take the best friend, because you teach that young lady a lesson." You're not going to be some horse's ass. You've spent $1,200 going to I don't know, whatever concert, whatever music you listen to nowadays. I don't know if it's Kaja Gugu or Duran Duran or whatever it is, but you send a signal to that young lady that you're not messing around, and then you
more around.
You take photos of you and the best friend making out and send it back to the old girlfriend and say, "That's how I do it."
That's how you roll right there, baby. That was fucking gold, man.
So good.
That's why you're the greatest of all time,
Oh
dude.
my goodness.
Miss Niecy Nash Betts in the house.
When you were with Mama Kels, was that your first Chiefs game you'd ever been to?
Very first. But wait, no. Let me take that lie back because I saw y'all play against each other.
You were at the Super Bowl?
I was
where?
at that game.
Uh-huh.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I saw you guys play against each other. Matter of fact, I had to hook up that cheer, so I walked out on the field.
All right now.
I walked out on the
All right
field. And my sister told me, she said, I don't care what you do, you put on an all green outfit and you represent me. And so
you were Eagles?
I had on my green sweatsuit. I was up there doing this.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I had my green sweatsuit on. Me, JB, my son, we all showed up.
Yeah.
And so I got to see you both play together in that game.
Yeah.
And then
I like to not think about that game.
Baby, I've done some roles and I'm like, God, I wish it would go away. But then we all came to see Travis. And let me tell you something. Travis, so we go to the game, right, out here in LA. And he was just trying to act like he was so professional as a football player. He's like, I don't know if, we gonna take pictures and stuff because I'm so focused. I'm like, okay.
See?
Then he came out there with that stupid mustache, trying to act like he came out there with that stupid mustache, trying to, he was all on the field, and all his boys was like, yo, there go your girl right there, there go your girl right there. He gonna look over, he was like, I said, you know what? I respect your process. I'm just giving you a heart.
I love it. I love it too. It's so good.
I totally respect your process. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
You got to stay in the zone, and you got to do what the people who paying you want you to do. So
Exactly.
I'm not tripping about that. I was more offended at the mustache.
It's gone now. It's gone now.
I see you finally back to looking decent.
Exactly. That was you never know. I might have just been, having that look for another role or something,
Oh, okay.
Going Hollywood over here. All right. So when you were at the game with Mom, what was it like?
Yeah, you saw Mama Kels at the game too.
Do you like watching football games?
I do. It was so much fun. She was lovely. She had her homegirl with her. And we all took pictures together. And then, you run with a great group of guys, guys.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
And they all came and checked on us. You good? You need this? You need that? Then we went over to your podcast, had a suite.
Oh, nice.
We got our podcast swag.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
From over there.
They treated you right?
Oh yeah, everybody treated us. So that was Mama Kelsey. She said, "We're going over to the. Come on." I said, okay,
come on.
Oh yeah, you're part of the fam
we went
now.
over there with her, yes, and got us some swag and all the good things. So everybody really took such good care of us. We had great seats. Thank you.
Oh, always. You know it. You know I had to hook it up.
Yeah, it was a really good time. I mean, I would do it again for sure.
Starring in the Emmy Award-winning show Ted Lasso.
All right now.
Please welcome Mr. Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, baby. We already talked about you playing basketball. Yep. Talked about SNL and hosts and stuff. Who's better in their respective fields? Are you better as a basketball player, or is LeBron better as an SNL host?
Wow.
You both played. You played in the All-Star game with him. He played on SNL with you.
Yeah. Look, as an SNL host, he's a hell of a basketball player.
Yeah, Bron.
No, I love that dude. I mean,
dude, the best.
We need to put this to the test. We need you and LeBron one-on-one on the basketball court, and then we need you one-on-one on the SNL stage.
Improv stage.
There's a sketch where we did a characters that Bill and I did a couple times where I play like a stagehand who is just kind of a dick to people. We did it to Julia Louis-Dreyfus, we did it with Paul Rudd, and we did it with LeBron. And I challenged him to one-on-one in the sketch. And in rehearsal, I did go by him and then went up, and he didn't know I was going to go do a reverse layup, and I did score on him on an 8-foot goal.
And he was actually trying to
he was 100%. Yeah, he was definitely trying.
LeBron James,
yeah,
man,
he can't turn that off.
Yeah, right.
He can't turn that off. No, it's like it's a different. But it was funny because Don Roy King, who was our director at the time, who I just saw at the 50th, came up and literally brought it up. He goes. If you ever need someone to like, you know,
vouch for this,
I know it happened. I was like, thank you. So here it is. It kind of sucks to be the one telling this, you know, keeping this this apocryphal story alive. You know, I'd prefer it to be someone else, but
now you
so
have
be it.
Us two knuckleheads.
We'll
keep spreading this.
We'll spread it.
No, but he was
getting
great.
to catch some legs.
He went for it. I can't believe he hadn't come back to do it again.
Dude, he was so good, man.
He was so good. I had the solid gold dancer. Come on now. It was great.
The perm
and Maverick, badass. I remember Maverick sitting at the host dinner on Tuesday night. You know, when you go out with Lauren and everything, Maverick sat next to Lauren and was just grilling him the whole time. And I was like, I remember sitting across from him.
I was a child.
Yeah,
in like a baby seat.
But he was
I didn't
about
say anything
business.
to any.
It was like you know, Michael Corleone talking to Don Corleone.
Man.
It was like fantastic. I was like LeBron is. I didn't know who he was at that point. I was like, LeBron's so lucky to have this dude. This guy's got his buddy's back like big time, and asking Lauren these questions, and Lauren was so fascinated by it. It was awesome. Great. It was just like watching, you know, an icon to be, just kind of like, you know, just he was just a curious, smart dude. Those guys, good on them.
You know awesome. It. Just a bunch of Cleveland guys.
Yeah, that's all.
Just
making the way in the world today.
How much would your life have changed if you would have been accepted into the Blue Man Group?
I had a hunch. That's what I don't know. I mean, everything. Yeah. So I mean, I was obsessed with that show, and I loved it. It was the opportunity I felt. I was like, oh, this would be the only chance I'll ever get to play music in front of people. And I wasn't a good enough drummer. I love the show. I think it's so funny. I think it's so brilliant, and I think it's so like subversive. I mean, it's all these things. You know, they just closed the show recently in New York, which is where I ended up. You know, I auditioned in Vegas and then got flown out there. Right, this was August of 2001, so this is right before 9/11, and it was. And I had buddies of mine that were in Blue Man Group in Vegas because they took a lot of our improv classes. We got to know them. Our shows hung out a lot, like both, you know, off stage and like, you know, at each other's houses. You know, it was an amazing time because we were this different kind of show that was sort of finding its way in Vegas, like the ones that interacted with the audience and not just you know, showgirls or again icons or magic. It was like this weird kind of thing. I remember a handful of them when I was really, it would sort of take me aside and be like, do you really want to do this? Like you're really good at talking. Like it's kind of your thing. and I was like, yeah, no, I don't care. I want to do this. I think it's so neat. And yeah, but it would be, I mean, gosh, I wouldn't have my kids. I wouldn't, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff that'd be different. I'd be, every time I blow my nose, blue stuff would come out. My eye boogers would be blue, you know, like, yeah, who knows? I'd be a much better drummer than I am. Dude. You know, my rudiments would be solid, but.
Well, did you have to paint yourself for the audition?
Mm-hmm. Not when they flew us out.
There's gotta be a pic.
I wish
There's no
isn't.
way.
There isn't. And
here's dressed up like that and didn't get a pic.
I know. But when you wear all the same color, like
this is pre-iPhone. So
it's pre-iPhone. Yeah, right? we had a disposable camera because they put you up in this like dorm. It was on like 13th Street, and it was all these like-minded, like, you know, all of us were like 6'1" white guys, and majority of it, like if there was 10 of us, I would say 9 of them were, you know, musicians first, or 8 of them were musicians first, and I was more of an actor with like, and I had been literally practicing on like a drum pad during intermissions at my Second City show, or in between shows, driving my castmates crazy, I'm sure, and and yet everybody had this like fun spirit, and we're all in New York, flying in from other places. And I remember we bought a disposable camera because we got bald and blue, as they say it. They do a bald cap and the whole thing, and the cobalt blue. And so somewhere, I don't know what happened to that disposable camera, because you got cut like after 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. I imagine it's like, being in a combine or like in a camp.
American Idol. Jesus.
It really was. Yeah. And I got cut after 3 days, and they were like, if he could be a blue man if he worked on his drumming. And then I go home kind of defeated. And then, a few weeks, later, 9/11. And then it was like, then that sort of like rattled us all. And like, okay, what do you love? What do you really want to do? And it was stick with Second City at that point. And so I never auditioned again. But there's a camera out there. But I know when I saw myself in the mirror, I looked at myself, and no bullshit, this isn't even like humility. I was like, I look like a blue peanut M&M. You couldn't see my cheekbones. You couldn't my feature, any features that I have on my face just got washed out. Yeah. And I just looked like all the dudes that I was friends with all looked like male models. And I was like, oh, I think maybe I thought that if I wore this, I'd look as cool as they do. It's like, no, Jace, they look like that out of the makeup. It looked like an upside down blue peanut M&M. It was horrible. Good. So yeah.
He's an 8-time Sports Emmy nominee and the voice of the first 2 days of the Masters. Please welcome Mr. Scott Van Pelt. Yeah, baby.
Thank you.
You tweeted this at the New Heights account. Please elaborate. How close did you or Mark Schlereth come to shitting your pants on air?
Okay. So, all right, let's just say Mark Schlereth, shout to Stink, my guy.
Yeah, Stink.
I taught him how to tie his tie, and like it should have been a Sports Center commercial. I taught him how to get that great dimple in the middle of his tie, and he, to this day, we love laughing about that. But this was a story. Show me a man who says he has to shit his pants, I'll show you a liar. Has it happened on air? I explained Mark Schlereth is familiar with it. So there was a day where I was having a rough day, had a little bubble, a little gurgle in the belly, a little bad tummy.
Yeah.
And I'm said to Stink, buddy, there's a decent chance that while we're sitting out here, I might shit my pants. And Stink says to me, oh, it's fine. It's fine. You just need to put some leaves in the gutter. I'm like, excuse me? He's like, you don't know leaves in the gutter? I'm like, what's leaves in the gutter? He's like, you just take a big giant ball of toilet paper and you ball it up and you put it in your ass crack. And then while you're sitting there, in your boxers, it's basically like a diaper of sorts. Because,
you're just making because
I wasn't going to full on shit my pants. It was going to be just a short kind of a moment. Just that, is this a fart? Oh, it's hot. No, that wasn't a fart. And so I had leaves in the gutter. And then that night, this gets better.
It's a pro move.
He's there to do analysis on, say, the Thursday night game. For argument's sake, it's the Steelers and the Bengals. I don't remember. But I said, because a lot of what we do are inside jokes, I said, Stink, tonight, the Steelers defense, man, they bottled up that run for the Bengals like leaves in the gutter. And Stink barely can get through the segment because I'm talking about the balled up toilet paper in my butt crack that he shared with me. And I'm happy to say I did not need the leaves in the gutter, but fellas, maybe ladies, when in doubt, if you need to go leaves in the gutter, there's a pro tip from Mark Schlereth to me to you. And that's the story of how Scott Van Pelt almost shit his pants on TV.
That's cool.
All right, and that wraps up the best episodes of New Heights. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to the New Heights channel and follow New Heights on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to all episodes of New Heights early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts.
Once again, New Heights, a Wondery show produced by Wave Sports and Entertainment and brought to you by DraftKings. The crown is yours. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S. And once again, we'll see you back here with new episodes on August 27th.